Kia ora and hello from Hutan Pantai. And we're in the darkness of winter at the moment, but I have picked up a couple of cultivating jobs, so I think we're going to have some fun cultivating in the snow. Well, maybe not quite snowing, we don't have any snow cover yet, but it's trying to. So had a quick look at the temple and it looks like it's finished. So it was one of the criteria that I was going to have for this map was I was going to have goats. I can tick that one off. I was going to have water buffalo. I can tick that one off. And the temple was going to be finished. So I can just about tick that one off. All we really have to do is find the golden orb. So I'm going to spend an entire stream doing that. But I will put a warning up so that if you don't want a spoiler to know where they all are, then you don't have to tune in. And then after that, it'll just be a matter of waiting for probably Calmsden Farm. Unless another map sort of pops in before that onto the mod hub. Time will tell. I think Calmsden Farm is definitely on the wish list for a lot of YouTubers to start using in their YouTube videos and streams. So that's something I'm looking forward to. So there you go, for all the John Deere fans, we've got a 4010 to connect to a rather large cultivator. So, been asked to do a couple of fields, so let's make a start. And I apologise for the stream last night. Didn't realise it, but we didn't have any game sound. So all you had was my melodious voice putting you all into a bit of a snooze. Which I can understand is probably not ideal. So I do apologise for that, and I did do some testing today to ensure that we have both game sound and, unfortunately for you guys, my voice coming through at the same time. So hopefully it is all working as it was tested. So I'm just trying to remember where the fields are. I think they're up along here somewhere, so we've got our goats, we've got our water buffalo. We have a little dairy factory doing its thing. And the temple has just, well, I think the temple is built. It's just waiting for the orbs to be delivered. So I'd like to do that, and then we'll just carry on. Yeah, we'll just carry on farming. You know, we'll probably leave the area once the new map comes out and move into that area, but it'll be good to keep the farm going as a going concern for everyone, whoever takes over. So we're getting a lot of snow, but seems to be melting as soon as it hits the ground. It's not settling yet. There we go. These are the fields that we need to cultivate, these two. Okay, so let's make a start on this. So we'll start in the center and work our way out. Well, let's send the drone up and have a look. My personal opinion, but I always feel like that these tractors always look just a little bit odd. They don't look like they're really set up right, especially the John Deere ones. They sort of look a little bit odd, in my opinion anyway. But I guess I'm just biased towards the class TerraTrack. I do like that one. will be interesting to see what Giants releases this week. Whether they release a patch, we'll have to wait and see. And I'm sure that they've got a lot of mods that they need to release as well, so might have some of that coming up. And I think llamas this week as well, so there should be quite a few YouTube videos there from the UK YouTubers having their meet and greet. So yeah, that would be really awesome to go to, but unfortunately living right in the opposite end of the world, it is a bit of an expedition to get there. Like I say, a bit more than just an hour's drive in the car. I'm planning on doing the orb search over spring, so we might fast forward through winter a bit and make a start on spring. I think there'll be a bit of planting that we need to do. We want to do the big field with oat, so I think that's in March. So I'll probably need to buy a decent seeder, and I think I might get myself that TerraTrack. You guessed it. I think we've got enough money for both, maybe. I might be able to sell a bit of more beetroot, preserved beetroot and kimchi, so hopefully that'll give us a bit of extra cash. I went into Black Sheep Modding's Discord server today and just politely requested in their request server that if we could have the right-hand drive man available for when the English maps are released. So I'm hoping that we could get something like that for the English maps, because it never seems right driving along with a left-hand drive vehicle in a UK map. My apologies, I was a bit rude there. So there's a little kink in this field, so we'll have to go back and finish off the last couple of rows there. So definitely would want to get this cultivated before the ground freezes over. Not that I think the ground freezes over in the game with the game mechanics, but I do remember with the original Seasons mod when it was released for 2019 for Farm Sim 19. That had the ground freezing over, and yeah, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't put slurry down. You couldn't cultivate it, obviously, and you had to wait for it to thaw. Sometimes it wouldn't thaw until you know, a couple of days into March. Yeah, if you were playing on a 4-day season, so yeah. I will be involved with some family stuff next week, so I won't be able to stream on the nightly basis, but I have got some pre-recorded videos which I will release over the week. So hopefully you guys will have fun watching that. There's a few videos from my Energy Farm series, and hopefully if Giants hasn't released a patch, I'll be able to release a video on testing and that sort of thing. One I'll definitely be able to release, had some interesting results, so one that you can look forward to that one. Okay, so we're just about finished this field. And then we'll carry on with the other field. I'm looking forward to some videos coming from Llama. I actually enjoy agricultural shows. And because I live near a place that has one of the biggest Australasian agricultural shows, it's quite easy to get to, and you know, just to look at the size of the tractors and that sort of thing. I was able to look at they had a big potato harvester there. They are huge when you stand by them in real life. Yeah, you just don't fully comprehend the size of the vehicles, or the scale of the vehicles in this game. And I stood next to one of the class butterfly mowers. That thing was huge. You know, it's if it's a 10-meter cut, that means each one of those mowers has to be about 5 meters long. Now, the average person is sort of like 1.7, 1.8 meters tall. So you think that those mowers are actually about over twice the height of the average person. And when you stand next to one, you know it. Okay, so that contract's finished. So let's go to the field next door. Worked out quite handy, really. Okay, so what do we got down there? Great. Okay, so let's do the same here. We'll start in the center. Okay, so it won't be long before we've finished this field, and we can see what else there is to do. One thing I hope Giants can do in the next patch is hopefully they can reduce the amount of video RAM needed for their textures. I'm having a tough time. I keep running out of video RAM on my card. It's frustrating at times. Now, I'm not sure why, but I've got Windows using nearly a gig of VRAM, and yeah, got all the settings turned off. You know, all the nice fluffy things except for smooth text. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. And when you look at all the cards to upgrade to, all the NVIDIA cards have all just got only 8 gig of RAM. It's like, what were they thinking? I don't think 8 gig is enough VRAM nowadays. I think they need to do way more. And you know, the new cards they have done way more, but they should have done it earlier. I was watching a video where the CEO of NVIDIA was justifying the price of their flagship model, you know, being $2,000 US, and he said, well, let's face it, if you've had a $10,000 home unit, you know, home entertainment unit, what's an extra $2,000? And I'm thinking, yeah, you are so out of touch. How many of your workers, i.e. slaves working away in the factories producing these NVIDIA cards, have $10,000 home entertainment units? How many of them? Not many. Just arrogance. I sort of hope that the likes of AMD and Intel seem to be doing really well at the moment too, you know, with their cards, so I hope they can give NVIDIA a bit of a bloody nose, to be honest. They need it. They're too arrogant. Well, that's my rant for the day anyway. Like I say, I think I'll skip through the winter time, and next stream will probably be in the spring. And we can start doing some planting then. Definitely buying the TerraTrack, but if I don't have enough money to buy a seeder, then that's fine. I'll just lease the seeder. Found out something interesting for anyone new to starting doing anything with YouTube. I created a short from one of my videos, from one of my live stream videos, which was good. It was doing okay, and then I decided to edit the video, because after you do the live stream you can't edit straight away. It takes a while for YouTube to compile it. So I waited for it to compile it, and then I went to edit it, and I cut off the the very beginning bit and the very end piece, so you don't have to sit through all those minutes of watching those beginning and end screens. And because I did that, YouTube said that my video, the original video, had changed, even though it was just the beginning and end that was trimmed, and so they took down my short. So now I have to go and remake that whole short and put it up there. So the lesson is, if you're going to trim the beginning and end off your streams, do so before you make a short. Okay, so we've just got the headlands to do. Glad the heater works inside this tractor. 3 degrees outside at the moment. To be honest, seeing that we're in the middle of summer here at the moment, 3 degrees is a very distant memory. More like 26, 28 degrees here. What I like about this game too is with the seasons they do vary the length of the days. So winter time you have very short days, summertime you have very long days. I think that's awesome. Good little bit of attention to detail there. We won't mention that little rock incident, will we? Well, those sunflowers have been there for a little while. Pull the drone out a little bit so we can get some nice shots. Yeah, I do think the John Deeres look a little bit funny with the tracks. I know I might upset a few John Deere fans by saying that, but they do look a little bit funny. Right, let's fold it up. And we'll take this back to the shop and we will collect our payment for this. Right. Let's contact our guys and let them know that it is all done. So let's head back to the farm. Do a quick check of all the animals. Make sure that they're okay. Okay, so the goats have a bit of food. Look at the snowflakes hitting the ground and then melting. It's a neat effect. Honestly, I've got no idea if it's realistic or not, if that's what really happens. We don't get snow here. Might get the odd frost, but we don't get snow. Okay, so let's have a look here. So we've got 35 litres of TMR. $411 litres of buffalo milk. There we go. Got our standing baler there. I think that's going to get a bit of use. Depending on when Calmsden comes out. Seeing that we have basically ticked off all the boxes for this map, it'll just be a matter of waiting for another map to come out so that we can start on that one. Oh, looks like we've got a pallet of furniture. It looks like the cold weather doesn't worry the water buffalo too much. And they have got their stalls inside there that they can go into and sleep if they want to, so they can keep out of the snow if they want to. We want to go in here, don't we? So there's a few deadwood contracts, so we might be able to pick one of those up, and we can add some more wood to the mill. But I think we might leave it there for tonight. I appreciate you all joining in and watching, and appreciate those that watch it afterwards. All your views are truly appreciated. If you have liked this video, please feel free to share it with anyone you know. Hit the like button. Don't want you to smash it, don't want you to break anything, just hit the like button. That's all it needs, is a little tap. And it doesn't cost anything to subscribe, so please subscribe. It gives me a real boost to see the subscribers increase. I do appreciate everyone that does subscribe. It is truly amazing, and thank you so much. But until next time, and like I say, I think we'll try and make that spring. You all have a good evening, a good morning, or a good day, wherever you are in the world and at whatever time you're watching this. Until next time, bye.